If you're clicking on this video because you want to know the latest updates about the S25 Ultra, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the latest leaks regarding the S25 Ultra. Along with that, we're also going to discuss its expected release date. Besides this, we'll review in detail the new features. So without wasting any time, let's kick off. One of the latest leaks is that Samsung is going to make changes in its S25 series. If you're a Samsung user, you know that Samsung's models mostly remain the same, with not much difference. But this time, that won't be the case, and we will see some changes. According to an update, tipster Yogesh Brar claimed that there would be a change in the names of S25 series models. According to him, Samsung S25 Ultra may launch as Samsung Galaxy S25 Note, while the S25 Plus could become the S25 Pro. If we talk about Apple's 15 series and Samsung S24 series, both brands outdo each other in many aspects. In Apple's 15 series, the 15 Plus had slightly fewer features compared to the 15 Pro. The 15 Pro had more features than the 15 Plus. It is possible that Samsung might do something similar, where the Samsung Plus model might have fewer features, while the Pro model in the same series, which will be part of the Ultra series, might come with more features. As I mentioned earlier, we usually don't see significant design changes in this series, but that won't be the case this time, according to another update. Leaker Revegnus claimed a former Mercedes-Benz designer Ilwan Lee is tasked to make the S25 series more comfortable and fresh, and this may bring changes in S25. Other than that, there would also be change in the camera looks. If we look at the cameras of Samsung's S24 series, they have a circular look. But in the S25, we will see some changes in the camera look. We will see round cameras in S25 series, which will make their look different from the S24 cameras. And I like this thing myself, just because it will make it easier for us to tell whether it's the S24 or the S25. If we talk about body metal, it is likely that Samsung will return with its metal titanium. This is because, according to Android headlines, Panda Flash made a post on social media, stating that it is unlikely that Samsung will upgrade its metal. Instead, it will come with Grade 2, just like Apple uses Grade 5 for its metal. For no, it is just rumor, but we can possibly see this because we all know that from last some years, Samsung is focusing on its standard only. Samsung S25 series is expected to offer significant changes in terms of design. As according to Android headline, Panda Flash mentioned in a social media post that Samsung is currently working on 4 prototypes. Although the post has since been deleted, it suggested that we could expect notable design changes in the upcoming series. According to the current rumors, the main focus is on the frame and bezels in the S24 series. Some users didn't like sharp edges because they made the mobile look significantly different, and also because they caused a bit of discomfort when holding or carrying the mobile. Also, S24 was having a little large display, and due to sharp edges, it was making the phone size a little big. This could be one reason why Samsung is considering a design change and maybe working on 4 prototypes. And I can say that this might be the reason behind Samsung's focus on redesigning. Okay, if we talk about the first prototype, then it have thinner bezels but same frame, and second prototype, a thinner and flatter frame with slimmer bezels. The first prototype can same as S24 series was, but second can be different. Third and fourth prototype are totally changed. We can see thinner sides but a thicker top and bottom, or a thinner frame with rounded edges. Outside of that, it appears the front of the device will look mostly the same as the Galaxy S24 Ultra. In addition to this, we will also see rounded edges instead of sharp edges in the upcoming model, and the thickness will be 8.44 millimeters, which, if we look at it, is thinner than all previous Samsung S Ultra models. Frame would be more rounded towards the back panel and straight on the display side. It's said this design will make the frame thinner than the one on the Galaxy S24 Ultra and reduce the bezels on the sides. And these leaks are claimed by Ice Universe. If we talk about the display, Samsung might increase the display size of the Galaxy S25 Ultra to something closer to 6.9 inches. This could mean that the device will be slightly bigger, but it could also just mean the screen has smaller bezels, giving it a slightly different aspect ratio. More, it is claimed that Ice Universe posted the Galaxy S25 Ultra's apparent screen size on Weibo on August 17th, claiming it will have a 6.86-inch screen, which can be considered as 6.9 inches.
So, it is still can be considered that Samsung S25 Ultra is going to come with 6.9-inch display. A Korean blogger claimed that the base Galaxy S25's display size could grow by 0.16 inches, putting it at 6.36 inches. If this is true, it would be the second time in the last 3 generations that Samsung has increased the diagonal screen size of the base model. Perhaps the thing that users have waited for the most, and I am going to discuss it now, is the camera. We are also seeing some changes in the camera, so let's take a look at that as well. We are receiving a lot of claims related to the 25 series cameras, but we will look at the latest claim, which is from Ice Universe and was made on May 27th. They claimed that the Ultraphone would stick with a 200MP main camera and 50MP 5x periscope telephoto zoom but would switch to a 50MP 3x camera and a 50MP ultra-wide lens. The 50MP 3x camera would be a big upgrade over the current 10MP 3x lens, which has been used since 2021's S21 Ultra. If we talk about the sensor upgrades then, the Galaxy S25 Ultra's ultra-wide lens could get a new version of the 1/2 76-inch JN1 sensor. Meanwhile, the 3x telephoto lens could get a new 1/3-inch ISO cell sensor. These upgrades would be combined with the previously mentioned resolution upgrades to 50MP for both lenses. If we talk about camera sensors for Samsung S25 series, then it is likely to be ISOL GNJ. The GNJ has a sensor that's roughly on par with the main camera sensor in the S24 and S24 Plus at 1:1, 57 inches, versus the 1/1, 56-inch sensor found on the two S24 handsets. The new sensor also sports 1 micron pixels, much like the sensor used on the S24 and S24 Plus.
If we talk about its display, it will feature the next generation OLED display. Also, fingerprint scanning will be available anywhere on the screen, including the ability to scan multiple fingerprints at the same time. Which thing I personally like. These specifications we can see in the first model of S25 series, which we can see in 2025. Samsung itself made some promises regarding Galaxy S25 series upgrades during its Q2 2024 earnings call on August. Executive Daniel Araujo promised that the S25 series would get top-of-the-line camera and display upgrades, although he didn't issue any specific details. Another major update regarding processors is that Samsung has brought back its traditional approach. This time, we might see that Samsung models equipped with the latest Snapdragon chip might only be available in specific markets, while Samsung models with Exynos chips can be launched for rest of the world's markets. While a few previous rumors claimed that Samsung might come with all its Snapdragon S latest chips for all markets, as it also countering problems with manufacturing of Exynos chips. Another claim is that Samsung might use MediaTek Dimensity SoC for its selected models. But I don't think this will happen because there are several reasons to prove it wrong. A very strong claim is that Samsung might use Snapdragon in all of its sets because already it is countering problems for their manufacturing of Exynos 2500 chipset, and also they are paying good amounts to Qualcomm. If Samsung does go all in on Snapdragon, it looks like the Galaxy S25 could get a nice speed boost. Tipster Digital Chat Station claims that Tongzi, supposedly the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4's codename chips, will hit 4 GHz. This would be a notable improvement from the Gen 3 processor, which is capable of reaching 3 GHz. Talking about batteries, according to the latest updates, we might see a 10% increase in battery life. On the other hand, it is also said by Galaxy Club that the same 4000 mAh battery will be featured in the S25 series as well. Another claim is that we might see a 5000 mAh battery, whether a 4000 mAh or 5000 mAh battery is used. It's not bad because both are good. While there might be an increase or it could remain constant, I don't think it will make a significant difference. However, users that want to experience increase in battery might not be satisfied with it. If we talk about storage, Samsung is expected to come with a base variant of RAM according to the latest claims. And in Plus and Ultra models, we will absolutely going to see increase this. Will also increase the speed and processing. Also, it will give a maximum experience to users as well. When it comes to pricing, Samsung has stayed fairly consistent over recent years. For the last 3 years, in fact, the base and Plus models have remained at $799 and $999, respectively. The only price change that happened during this time span was with the Ultra model, which went up by $100 in 2024. The good news is there's not enough information to suggest there will be a price increase for any model. On the other hand, the bad news is that there's also not enough information to suggest that Samsung won't implement a price bump. If we had to guess, however, we believe the cost will be the same as it was in 2024. Right? No, there is no official announcement regarding S25 Ultra launch, but if you're a Samsung user, then you will know that Samsung tends to release its models in the beginning of year. So the January of 2025 can be the time where we will see something from Samsung. So that's all for today. I will see you very soon. Until then, take care and stay happy in your life.